Hey coaches, welcome back to 8-Man Fast. Today I want to talk about how we structure 8-man practice so your team can actually play fast on Friday night. Because if your practice feels slow, your teams will probably play slow on Friday night. A lot of coaches think speed problems come down to talent, but most of the time the issue isn't the players, it's the way the practice is structured. And if the practices aren't carrying over to the games, the drills aren't working to get your kids better, and you're just adding mindless conditioning, speed disappears. So today I want to talk through how we structure practice so our kids can play fast. Again, the small school reality, everybody has it. Both best athletes are going to play both ways. You don't have unlimited bodies. You don't have an unlimited practice time, and you only get so many quality reps each week. So practice structure matters. Practice efficiency matters. You can't afford just players always standing around. There's times for it, but you can't afford it all the time. And every practice needs a purpose. So that way, it'll make your team play faster on a Friday night. Start practice with energy. Again, we start practice with a dynamic warm-up, quick warm-up just to activate us, get us going, and then we move on to our indie drills. Individual periods, again, build your fundamentals of your football team. You need to have them be structured. Players should know these three things: what the drill is, what the coaching point is, and what success looks like. So why we are doing it. Kids really respond to that. You don't need just 10 different drills. You don't need a few good drills that you repeat. You just need a few good drills you repeat consistently. So repetition is going to build that mastery. When players know the drill, they understand the expectations and they understand why we are doing it. Team periods also need a plan. So when you move to your team periods, everything's going to come together. So whatever you did during Indy, make sure you have together during those team periods. But those periods need to be intentional. Don't just run plays randomly. Script your reps. Know what you're working on. Maybe it's run fits, coverage, situational football. Just know what you're working on during those team periods. Have a clear objective of what, so the players understand why you're doing it, and the reps become more meaningful. Again, our practices, we high-low our structure, so it's a high-intensity day followed by a low-intensity day, trying to continue to keep that battery 100%. One of those things we try to do, so Monday we'll do a sprint day, high intensity. We'll do a little bit of install that day, be done for the day. Film maybe a little bit too. Tuesday we'll do a little bit more low intensity, more install, a little bit more indie, so walk and talk type stuff. So there's a lot of walking and talking during that time. During Wednesday's practice, it is high intensity. We know what the install is. We know what to do. We're flying through it. Again, trying to get off the field no longer than 2 hours. Really trying to stick towards the end of the season about that hour and a half time. So that helps manage the players' nervous systems. So what we think about is on Monday, we start with 100% battery, and we want to make sure they have 100% of that, or at least close to that 100% as possible at the end of the week for Friday, because that's going to be the hardest part of the week. We also try to sprint our players twice during the week. Again, a Monday and a Wednesday, kind of do that full speed. They can't just do this halfway. They have to sprint full speed. Otherwise, it's not going to continue their speed development. So we look at that. So high days we push the tempo, and low days we are focused more on teaching, walkthrough, and recovery. The rhythm helps players stay fresh and fast as the week goes on. Managing energy during practice. Again, we're trying to manage energy also during that practice time. There's going to be a high-low portion of each practice as well, where we're breaking rhythm a little bit, because during games you're going to have that change of possession. You're going to have a timeout. You're going to have an incomplete pass. You're going to have stoppages. So players are constantly resetting. So they have to understand that. They have to realize that, and they have to work through that a little bit during practice as well. And sometimes these can mean quick coaching pauses. You can stop for those. Those are great, just to get a little break in between. And then we're obviously high intensity work, and then we're short recovery, then back to focused reps. That helps keep the quality of reps high, so you're not just doing things to do things. Limit install during the week. Again, just don't add more plays, more adjustments. They're going to slow down. They're going to have their confidence level is going to go down if they don't understand what you're trying to install. So try to have a few installs if you have some. Clarity is going to matter more than volume here. And then why practice structure matters. Again, practice structure creates game speed. So when they have a clear, focused reps during the game, Friday night's going to start to feel slower. They've seen the situations, they understand their responsibilities, and they play with confidence. Again, this has worked out really well for us, and we continue to do it. One thing I'll add here is Thursdays, we have a morning practice. We'll have a game on Friday. So Thursday, we'll have morning practice, and they'll have, that 36 hours off where they can just rest and recover, and then they'll come in for a team meal. That's the next time we'll see them. And it feels weird, but our coaches are better for it, and our players are better for it, and I believe it. So if you want your team to play fast on Friday night, you have to practice with purpose during the week. Structure your practice, be clear with your reps, focus on quality over quantity, and because fast football on Friday night is built during practice on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and even Thursday. So again, clarity, repetition, speed, that's 8-man fast.